Here are 5 more signs that someone is toxic. Number 4 is the worst one. Now, number 1, they frequently criticize and insult you. It feels like you can never quite do anything right when you're in their presence because they'll always find a way to criticize you even when you're not doing anything wrong. They do this because they want to control you. By constantly criticizing you, even in subtle ways, they plant little seeds of doubt within you so that you begin to question yourself, and so that you start to think that maybe you're not as capable as you think you are, and maybe they're more capable than you, since they always seem to have such strong opinions about what's the right way to do something. Number 2, you often feel confused after speaking to them. Toxic people constantly twist your reality and try to make you feel like you didn't see what you saw or didn't hear what you heard, and like you're going crazy. In other words, they gaslight you so that they can control you. Think about it. If you're constantly spending all this time and energy questioning yourself and trying to figure out if you're going crazy, then you simply don't have the time and energy to spend paying attention to the toxic person's manipulations. So this leaves you vulnerable to their manipulations, which is why they intentionally try to weaken you so that they can then take advantage of you in whatever way serves them best. Number 3, they weaponize every piece of information that they know about you. Toxic people are really good at making you feel like they understand you in a way that no one else can. They do this so that they can get you to put your guard down and tell them things that they'll later use against you. Now, vulnerability is how we build relationships, but a telltale sign that the person you're being vulnerable with is toxic is that the vulnerability is happening way too soon in the relationship. You see, healthy vulnerability is something that gradually increases over time. As we build trust with someone, we naturally become more vulnerable with them. But toxic people don't follow this progression at all. Instead of allowing you the time to figure out whether their actions make them trustworthy or not, they want to fast-track your vulnerability and get you trusting in them way sooner than you typically should. The way they often do this is by trying to get you to believe that the relationship you have with them is somehow special, so the normal rules shouldn't apply. Watch out for this, because the normal rules should always apply. Number 4, you always feel like you're walking on eggshells around them. Now, when you first get to know someone, you probably won't feel this sign, because at that point, they're still trying to win you over, and because of that, they're on their best behavior. So they'll do anything they think it takes to make you feel comfortable around them. But when you do actually get to know them, you'll notice that you always feel like you're walking on eggshells around them, because you're afraid that if you do the wrong thing, or even say the wrong thing, you'll set them off and will have to deal with their abuse. So you constantly monitor yourself and try not to set them off, but that doesn't even work because these are not emotionally stable types of people. So they'll still be set off and you'll still be abused. And what's worse, you'll never know if the interaction you're about to have with them will be a positive one, where they bring their charming selves and give you hope of how good a relationship with them can be, or if it'll be a negative one, where they'll unleash their worst selves on you and subject you to a world of abuse. Number 5, toxic people try to sabotage your growth. Now, this one is easy to figure out. The reason why toxic people sabotage your growth is because they feel threatened by it. They don't want you to grow because they don't want you to grow enough that you realize just how toxic they are. Because they don't even really care about you. They just care about what they think they can get from you. So they'll do absolutely everything in their power to prevent you from figuring out the scam that they're running on you, including by accusing you of running a scam on them. Don't fall for it, my friend. Trust your own truth. You are worth so much more than this poor treatment. I hope this all helps. Check out my YouTube channel for more tips on how to build better relationships. Thanks again.